Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the London Bulldogs. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first down throw from Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball.
To throw, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Now Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And they let their fullback try and push the pile. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Mayfield, throw left side, complete. That's Jacobs. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the Chiefs' 2-yard line.
180! Right there, 56. Target!
They'll run it with Jacobs, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Austin Sunbury set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. Oh, nice move. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play.
6-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Bulldogs 6, Chiefs 0.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
39-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a give right side, Coleman. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Rashawn Gary just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
12 yards on the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Mayfield looks to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Set, 180. Check 56. Go. Go.
On third down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Check. Alert, 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 alert.
Here's Mayfield. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Let's go. Let's go.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Hatchet, hatchet. Shit.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. It's Kelsey on the ground. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Let's get out the field.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st down, Chiefs.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Go going. Why? Who? 59.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, Ridley. 56, Mike, 56. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check the exit. Check 13. Check 3.
Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And out of bounds right around the 20. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Brings up third and inches.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He finds Coleman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Butker able to put this one through. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check 4, check 4. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, Ridley.
They will run again with Coleman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
59, Mike. Check, 59. Hey, get the way. Mike, check, 59. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Hey, color. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
On 1st down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check.
On second down, it's Coleman. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Check, check. Hey, sundown. Check, 59. No gain on this defense, no gain.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Under 10. Yellow. Get
They'll try and run with Balaj. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Right there, 56. Right.
On first down, it's Jacobs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready? Double tight.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Mayfield now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Mahomes now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On second down, Jacobs. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown! A big play there. 55 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Yellow, yellow.
56. Down top. 56. Let's go.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
43! 15!
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Rashawn Gary. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, D.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Good. 180. 56. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield with the left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Right there. 56. Pick it up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Switch up, switch up.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Throwing, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but now it's third and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Watch the eye.
Hey, Roy 33.
Check.
General West.
Shoot.
Regular. My God.
To throw, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled up. Under pressure, they got him again. Rashawn Gary getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Mike 56.
Mahomes now on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Hey, 57.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes dancing to his left. It's caught by Coleman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 33 yards that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Mike 56. Mike's 56. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
56. Mike. 56.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
And the first down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I got you. I got you. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
15.
59.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Yellow.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show.